Today, Precarious plays
Phantom Brave.
So why do you think that the map is like farting blue smoke? Does that do anything?
That is a very inelegant turn of phrase.
It's called sulfur, okay? It's not gonna smell good.
A fair point. What I think is happening is that this is just the center of the island. So whatever, I don't know, extinction event that caused this island to be this way,
Yeah.
I think that this is just the core of it.
So that's not like a map effect, like a terrain effect that you have to get around or anything?
No, it's just there
Drama.
to be visually interesting. I think that's a lot of what this is. Also, I think that the reason why it's, I think there might be a mechanical reason, because the stage just sort of ends.
Yeah.
I think that it's peculiar that it has physical properties assigned to it. It's a little slippery and bouncy. But it's not like ice or anything, right?
Yeah, it's just some sort of...
Field.
Do you think that we're standing on what the putties are trying to put out?
I think that we're standing on some sort of force bubble that is keeping something in or expelling something.
So, this is the boss. I mean, or a boss. I don't know. This is a big deal guy. He's been with us since the beginning, making mischief, being in the shadows on a vengeance quest. Mr. Sprout over here, aka Goth Grandpa, aka Killer McKillspants. Why does it seem that boss stages generally tend to be very simplified?
Thank you. Because that's something that I forgot to mention. I think that the mechanical purpose of this field that we're standing on is that it's flat and featureless, which I think is when the game can be at its most serious, and it's at least lol random humorous, right?
Yeah. There's definitely a twinkle bomb on that list, so... So by stripping away the goofy terrain elements, or most of them...
I mean, stripping away your ability to, you know... Is that the end? Is that the end for me?
Don't hurt.
Whoa.
That's significant.
All of that was bad for me.
Yeah, and I suppose that of all of the things that you can confine people to, crystals are pretty, like, fantasy normal. I mean, it's not like you're confining people to buckets and starfish and things like that, so it's a little less goofy.
Yeah.
So they're trying to affect the tone of where you are. And rocks. There are rocks.
Rocks and crystals, and everything that isn't a rock, a crystal, or a blossom, I think I brought here. I guess there are a couple of weeds over there.
Yeah.
Um,
What kind of weeds are they? Are they boring, somber weeds?
my weed.
Okay.
That's my weed.
How about that one?
Robotic.
All
Unique,
right.
sky.
Well,
These seem to be, they don't seem to be,
enigma.
they don't seem to be authored
Right.
in any particular way.
Yeah. So the game knows it's goofy, is essentially what you're saying. So they've made the boss stage a lot less interesting on purpose to make it seem less goofy.
Well, make it less, less conducive to goofiness, I guess.
Less conducive to attacks like thwap. No, I'm just kidding. See, that's a serious fantasy strike. Floating on a pillow of force, out in the air, doing lightning hits. Doing the lightning bam. And what are you about to do? X punch? Did I see you highlight?
No, I'm gonna do a good shot and try to move Sprout further away from Verona.
Baseball bat.
Oh, darn it. Well, that's
What?
fine. If I decide that I want to keep playing, I guess I'll just go back to the save file on my own time.
Yeah.
I broke his fancy sword.
Oh, oops.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Ow. Cool.
Hey man, you just batted him across the field.
And broke his cool sword.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be upset.
Come on. Nope.
Oh,
I can do it.
I saw it. It's gonna happen.
2 blue arrows. Easy. See, the whole reason why I brought out Coco and Mr. Steelman really was, at this point, just to try and steal his cool sword. So I can have a cool post-game sword collection. Because really, if you're not playing for cool swords, then just sort of wasting your time, right?
All right, this is gonna be okay.
Yeah, I think that this might be the end of all things.
So in this case,
That's it.
they made the environment more simple to make it more of a final face-off without so many distractions in your little terrarium here.
Right, I think that it's just supposed to be a big clash of numbers, which I think is probably ultimately, I think that's my biggest problem with this game.
Yeah.
Disgaea suffered a little bit from the same, well, the first 2 Disgaeas, I would say, suffered similarly. Once the series started to introduce like passive abilities that you could mix and match that would distinguish your characters more significantly from one another. That is sort of, I think, the turning point in bigger strategies.
Yeah.
Well, this game has a little bit of that. The problem is that so many of them are additive and so many of them are just good, right? There's really there are not many reasons why you wouldn't want to have, say, like, Quick Strike. It's sort of like, maybe not a defensive character, maybe you're trying to extend their life slightly, like essentially like a target dummy that you're putting on the map. You just want them to be out there, so maybe you wouldn't want them to immediately take a turn. But that's sort of pushing it. Same thing with, what's it called? Greg's ability that lets a unit stay confined for 1 turn longer. The only time you wouldn't want that is probably on like a bottle mail, because you just want them to be dispatched and then leave with an item.
Yeah.
With the take-home bonus.
But I'm not imagining it though. There are a lot of instances of like final bosses or mid-bosses that get a really clean stage in games like this.
Just in games.
Just, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it over?
Oh, okay, so it's canon. We're supposed to break the sword. That's fine.
Good.
No! Mr. Sprout still?
A piñata! Filled with demons.
So, that bastard wants my body. Fine! He can have it! Every step I took on the wasted path of vengeance led here to shame and death.
Yeah.
You have to keep fighting!
Marona.
Marona!
What's this?
Love, buddy.
No! Morona, get away from him! It's too dangerous! Stop! Morona!
Why, child?
I have to do something. I can't stand watching you suffer like this.
Breathe in.
No. Punch him in the face.
Sulphur! My body will be your grave!
This is not gonna work like you want it to, Pops.
Sprout!
I mean, right?
I am Sprout, master of the sacred sword. In death, I have reclaimed my honor!
Ugh.
That's number one, disgusting, and number two, I'm surprised that the demons didn't come out of the piñata. Oh, that's bloody.
The 2-stage stabbing I wasn't expecting. That's a very... It's like, yeah, if a super muscular 240-pound plus bodybuilder guy falls on a sword, it's probably definitely going to keep going for a bit.
I hope Sprout was able to find his humanity. Morona.
Well, at least it's over.
Castile, your friend is far too compassionate for this world.
Is that a death threat, Walnut? Okay, see here? That's the demon piñata part that I'm telling you must happen.